Hey, my brother and sister all around the world. Look, kind of speaking to you. Welcome to Wakanda Frappuccino. So I hope you have a wonderful Monday. As you can see right now, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I just came back from work 3 hours ago. So I'm a little tired, but I decided to do this topic because everybody, I know a lot of you are going to say, Little Wakanda, what's your thought on the Oscar of Chris Rock and Will Smith? Okay, so we're going to talk about it right now. We're gonna talk about it because I know a lot of people are going to talk about. I know a lot of you want to know my opinion. So maybe break down what happened for those who have missed it. It's all over social media. I mean, you can get on TikTok, YouTube. But for those who don't know what happened, Chris Rock came out to present the nominee for documentary. Now, as a comedian, comedian job is to just to make fun of people. That's what their job is, to entertain. So he was just making fun of all these celebrities who were sitting. Then he went to Jada Pinkett Smith. Now they knew each other for a long time. They're very close friends. Chris Rock said to Jada Pinkett Smith, "We can't wait to see you at G.I. Jane 2." Now, for those who don't know, the G.I. Jane, she's a military soldier. She's like the G.I. Joe, but she's a female version of it. And her hair is shaved. So at first, Will Smith was looking at, they showed him, he was laughing. But then when the camera turned to her, she was not happy. She wasn't, pretty much she was uncomfortable. She wasn't pleased. She thought it wasn't funny. That's when Will Smith came up, walked right to Chris, and slapped him in the face. As nationwide slap him. As like we all like to call it, best slap him actually. And Chris was stunned. Everybody was stunned. Everybody was looking like, wait, what just happened? A lot of you, we all thought of this was part of this is a part of the Oscar script, because for those who know Oscar script, everything is planned out ahead. But that's when we find out when Will Smith said this: "Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth." You couldn't hear what he said it because they bleep it. But if you get the uncensored part on the social media, you can hear him say that. And he said it twice, very loudly and angrily. That's how you knew that, okay, yeah, this was not part of the Oscar script. This is like straight up real. So then Will Smith, of course, won the Oscar for King Richard. About time. About time. But he never had the chance to celebrate because of this incident. So he apologized immediately to the Academy and to the director and the people, but not to Chris. All right. So now since you have that have that information, let's break it down to what I think my opinion is. First thing first, Jada Pinkett Smith, for those who don't know, the reason why her hair is like that, she has alopecia. It's a condition where you lose your hair. And mostly common to Black African American women. And another woman who also had the exact same condition is uh, Representative Ayanna Presley, Congressman Ayanna Presley, who also had alopecia. She was also diagnosed with it. At first, we all thought it was cancer for a minute, but then she explained what her condition is. So she also had the same condition as Jada Pinkett Smith has, and it's common happen to Black female. So let me break down what my overall opinion about this, what I think, who was right and who was wrong. Well, they were both wrong. So here I'm going to say, both men were wrong. First thing, let's start with Chris Rock. The G.I. Jane joke, it was not funny. Okay, I will agree. Personally, it was not funny. It was very weak, very clumsy. But I also think it was disrespectful because you should never joke about somebody's disease. No matter what, if they have alopecia, bipolar, schizophrenia, MLS, diabetes, heart disease, cancer, paralysis, autism, ADHD, you should never make fun of somebody's disease or condition because it's very sensitive to them. And we found out that he didn't know she has it. So that's another thing. So number one, he should have not said joke about that. He should just leave it, not say at all. So that's I blame him for that. Number two, Will Smith should not slap him. Now, I know a lot of people was. This is where a lot of opinion get really heated. I understand where Will Smith is coming from. He's trying to be a husband and a father. He want to be protected. As a husband, as a father, you want to protect your family. At any cost. And there's an old saying where it said, you could talk crap about me all you want. I really don't care. But when it comes to my family, do not cross the line. So for him, it's kind of like, okay, now you just crossed the line. That's where I think I see him when he did that. But also, there's another deeper reason for that. So in Will Smith's biography of his book, and in the documentary on YouTube, I highly recommend you watch it. It's really, really good. Will Smith talked about how his father used to be abusive to his mother, who he used to beat his mom. And Will Smith was just a little kid at the time, so he wasn't big enough or tall enough or strong enough to, say, "Hey, back off. This is not right." So for him, he felt like he failed as a boy who couldn't protect his mom, who couldn't push his dad and say, "Cut it out. This is not right." And he said that for years it haunted him that he couldn't be to protect his son. So for him, it's like it's getting him a chance to say, you know what? Then I can't protect my mother. I can protect my wife. So you see where I'm coming from. So I think that's why he kind of see that, because he never had a chance to protect his mom. Now he have a chance to protect his wife. Be a man and step out. But I do agree he should not slap him. I totally understand that part. It's unnecessary. I get it. You shouldn't talk about your family. Talk about your family member. But man to man, he could just walk up and say, "Hey, don't talk about my wife. Keep your name out of your mouth, please." Just like that. And just walk back through. That I would say he would do. But sometimes if people don't want, if people can't hear, sometimes little, but don't do that. So that's my thought. So I think both men are to blame for this action that happened. Chris Rock shouldn't talk about her condition. Will Smith shouldn't hit him. Use your word, not your fist. Violence is not the answer. Um, now, what about the Oscar? A lot of people that what about the Oscar? Should they be blamed? So we don't know if Chris Rock wrote it himself or did the people wrote it for him. Now, if the people did write for him, then they should have consequences. That's not good, because that's to show that, okay, they went too far and that's inappropriate. If Chris Rock said it, out of his mouth, then he should apologize. Also, maybe add that one more thing. When Will Smith was apologizing, he should say, "Hey, Chris, can you come over here? I want to apologize for what I did. It was wrong. Please forgive me. What you said to my wife was very, very uncomfortable. I didn't like it. Let's shake hands." Like that. He should have said that in the award. So that's what I also think. So so both men are to blame for this huge issue. Now the question is, will his Oscar be removed? Will he be banned? Or will he be suspended? Or will he have to make a public apology for the next Oscar? So number one, I don't think they're gonna remove his Oscar, because this man waited for years to get this moment. He was waiting for years, for a long time, we've all been waiting for him for years for him to finally have that moment. So I don't think they're gonna remove that from him. I don't think they can do that, because that's like the biggest moment in his life. They can't do that. I will say they're probably gonna ask him to make a public apology. Probably at the Oscar. He probably will do that next year. Probably make a public apology to the world. Live television. He probably could do that. They could probably suspend him they could suspend him. I don't think they're gonna ban him. That's never gonna happen. They could probably suspend him. They could probably gonna tell him he gonna pay, a fine, because the Oscar to have a code. They're gonna probably say, yeah, you're gonna be suspended for a couple months and you have to pay for this. He probably will do that. And he has no problem. He'll pay for it. I mean, the man is rich, So yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. Either they're gonna make him apologize publicly for the next Oscar of 2022 and make him, make a apology in front of not only in the Oscar but for the whole world to see, or just get suspended and then pay a fine for the damage. So that's what I think they would do with that situation. I don't think they should take his Oscar away. I disagree with that. The man worked too hard, and he deserved to have the moment. And also, it was his big moment too. Also, he was supposed to have this is gonna be. He's supposed to be happy. He's supposed to have tears of joy. But then this happened. It just took away his moment. So that's also kind of. I was really sad for him. He never had a chance to have that moment. Maybe the Oscar can give him a moment to let him really collect and we don't know. So that what I think. And I also want to thank Tyler Perry, Denzel Washington, and Bradley Cooper for coming up and, helping him and checking him out. We need more men like that to check on our brothers. Say like, yo, dude, are you okay? Are you all right? And that's really great to see they really are like worried for him, concerned for him. So I really like that. We should see more of that every day, you know. Yeah, so that's my overall thought. Comment below what your thought about this. Do you think it's both do you think Chris Rock and Will Smith both went out of line, or do you think it's just one person, or do you think the Oscar who went out of line, depending who decided to write this or not? So I want to know your opinion and your thought about it. Again, crazy night in like 24 hours. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you have a blessed Monday, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.